Which one of you is online? I see Jody, you're on here, but typically
I'm connected.
typically Erin takes care of it.
Right, so I just gotta wait for him to do that.
Please.
Okay, let's do it. Thanks.
I would say that we can't because typically the person speaking pops up and you do not pop up.
So you can't, oh, I see. Oh, no, but it wouldn't be our
How about now?
individuals.
Much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
You guys
And
can-
Jody, you need to turn off your speaker, please.
All right, so first thing we're gonna do is approve the minutes from 3:21 and 3:23. I see no reason not to do them together.
Sure.
You good? All right, so I'll make a motion to approve both minutes.
I will second.
All those in favor? Aye. And while we're waiting for Kevin, Frank, would you like to tell everybody the district meeting update? What we know about it? There's a microphone over here.
Yeah, I don't have all those dates right now. I think actually Beth is gonna be better because she has those dates. Yeah. She knows.
It's always better to be prepared before you
Yeah.
go through with this.
Yeah.
So the district meeting, school board will have to have a public hearing. The rules really follow the same protocols as the last district meeting. The district budget hearing needs to have a 7-day warning, so the earliest that it would happen is late next week, if an ad got in the paper this week, for the public hearing. So then after the public hearing, sorry,
No, in general, the public cannot hear you online.
even to the
Even into the mic.
So the district will have a public hearing on the budget, on the proposed budget. It will follow the petition warrant, which is the 1,705,000, which is the same warrant that went to the voters on the 12th of March. District members will be able to discuss it with the school board, just like any other public hearing, but the budget won't change. It will be 1,705,000, same budget that you voted on March 12th. Then after the public hearing, there needs to be 24 days between the public hearing and the district meeting. 24 days. During that 24-day period, the warrant will be posted 14 days before the date of the district meeting. And then there will be a public advertisement with the complete warrant 7 days after the posting of the official warrant. So it's meeting, 24 days until the meeting, the actual district meeting that you're going to have. Yeah, the actual district meeting. And in between that time, 14 days before the date of the district meeting, there will be, the warrant will be posted with the meeting date time, just like what you would normally see for the posted warrant. And 7 days later, there will be an advertisement in a local paper with the complete warrant. So, As soon as the public hearing date is set, then that will determine what day the district meeting will be.
And will we have that date tonight?
Sorry?
Will we have that date tonight, a public hearing date, or is that one?
So Beth is setting that up.
Well, we need to pick one, pick a date as a board, right?
And so, it has to be 24 days after,
You have to have the hearing 24 days after the public hearing, so
and that needs to be on a Saturday.
does not need to be on a Saturday. It's the date that is chosen by the school board. That's
Right.
probably what you would want to
Should
bring
be.
forward at the public hearing. When the public hearing happens, you'll determine that date or sooner. Again, it's the board's decision to set the dates.
So, there's two RSAs that played into this. One was RSA, I think, 197, which is the one that you are familiar with. That states that, that talks about the district, the special district meeting. The lawyer had found another RSA 32.
32 is
32,
municipal, it's the municipal law
Right.
that governs the meetings.
32:5, that says if you're gonna be asking to add money to a budget, you have to have a budget hearing before the district meeting. We could probably make a pretty good argument for not needing that hearing, but you wouldn't be following the RSAs to the T. And so that's why it's getting pushed out, is because under normal circumstances, you would discuss a budget before you got to the district meeting, but in this particular case, there's nothing to really discuss.
Because
Right, so it's pretty much I don't wanna call it a useless hearing, but it's
we need to do it.
technically by the law, yes, we do. So, unfortunately, that means that timeline pushes you out into May, which personally I would rather not do because it just drags everything out, and I'd rather know what direction we're heading in. So,
We certainly wouldn't want to invalidate a meeting by not following the.
No, that's-
Procedure.
right, and that's why I'm just giving you the full picture, as to why that timeline is as long as it is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.
You're welcome.
I'm just trying to stall until Kevin gets here.
Is he on his way?
He is.
Yes.
Okay, so then let's talk about a date for public hearing then.
benefits.
So the first date you could do your public hearing would be next Thursday. We could get an ad in the Valley News this Thursday, because we can't get one in for tomorrow, but we could get one in for Thursday.
Y'all
And it
thought that
has
was
to
a
be
beer, huh?
7 days.
Hopefully. So April 7th.
So Thursday, April 7th.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make that one. Thursdays is the one day I can't do, but I could do Friday.
A Friday night?
I don't have a problem with it. I'd rather keep things moving, right? I mean, I think everybody probably,
And it couldn't be the 6th, that's too soon, right?
You can't do the 6th. Yep.
You'll take
so.
Friday, the 8th?
And then, Beth, remind me the number of days from the hearing to the district meeting.
24 days.
So, you couldn't do
I know,
May
sir.
7th. If we're looking at only Saturdays, it would have to be May 14th.
Why couldn't it be
Why
May
couldn't
7th?
we couldn't May 7th?
I thought that the 6th would put you at 21 days after the
I
hearing.
have 24 days on May 3rd.
Oh, okay, then we could do
So May
that.
7th is what we discussed last night.
Okay. That would be better. I mean, I'd rather not wait longer.
So budget hearing Friday, April 8th, 6:30 is our normal time, so we should do 6:30, right? Assume it's gonna be in the town hall.
Could you make other arrangements, because the town hall won't hold 283 people?
For the budget hearing.
Oh,
We
sorry.
sorry, I apologize. For the budget hearing.
And so
Which is Friday the 8th, correct?
Yes.
6:30.
Yeah.
6:30?
Yes.
Friday, April 8th, 6:30, right here. PM. I'm sorry, so you're you're talking about
Whether or not we could accommodate enough people in here.
the district meeting.
Yeah.
But first, we're talking about dates.
We said May 7th.
Yeah.
What time will that be?
Yeah, can we do it early? Make money with you say early, you want in the morning?
Yeah.
9 o'clock?
Let's do that.
9 AM?
What time?
Yeah, 9 o'clock on Saturday, May 7th? Okay.
Sure.
Yes. So without the location, we have to have 285 people.
Maybe we could see if the fire department can handle it?
150.
I'm gonna have to make a suggestion for you.
Yep.
Because the fire department cannot hold that many people, we're only gonna take 150. However, so you might wanna consider trying to rent one of the very large tents from the tent company, set it up in the ball field, and you can use the parking lot at the fire station for people to park.
I had other suggestion that, and that's great, when we have 100 people here and 150, you know, like we split it and zoom in, so like one is live and then someone's over.
So this meeting is a ballot vote, so it being a ballot
Only
vote,
having one
everybody
time.
needs to be in the same place.
And
So what do you do about?
They don't need to be in the same room at the same time, though.
No, but they need to be, the voters of the checklist can't be here and there. You have to be in the same general
Forget
vicinity.
what I said.
no,
Yeah.
I've got absolutely no problem wherever we need to get together. I'm all for it. That's not a problem. That ball field, I've lived across from it for 10 years. It's going to be a swamp in May.
I can't hear you.
The ball field will be a swamp in May. I've lived across from it for 10 years. Lovern Hill drains right down. It's basically a water-filled
So do you have
basin.
another suggestion for where it could be?
Could we use the fire department parking lot where the newly paved section and park folks across the street?
Yeah, but you're not gonna fit 200 cars across the street.
No,
I
no,
want them in the ball fields if it's that muddy. then
no,
just
I understand. But I know that some folks, especially elderly folks, maybe might have a not want to traipse to the field. That's all. I'm just trying to,
Let me,
So we can look into options as we move forward.
that's fine. I just wanted to point out something that I noted over the years. That's all.
I do have another idea, if we possibly could pull all the trucks out, so people can be in the fire station and in the hall.
I don't even mind opening
So,
my lot. You can park as much as you can. I mean, whatever.
No, because the district is not an SB2 district, we are a traditional town meeting district, and for a special meeting, it has to be a ballot vote.
right. So I imagine we don't have to make a decision on this until the budget hearing, which is when we would set the date, right? Or set the start, we just start noticing it.
Well, you
Yeah.
need
You're gonna just set your place.
Just set the
You
place,
just have to
14
set the
days
place.
before the
Okay, so
meeting.
we have a little time to
So-
look at options.
You have to decide 14 days before the meeting what it's
Okay.
going to be, because we have to post it.
Gotcha. So we need to decide by the 23rd.
But your budget hearing is going to be here in the town hall, is that correct?
Yes. Assuming they don't have it double booked, but
Oh, I'm not crying, buddy.
Kevin, bring you up to speed.
I'll be over there looking like the Gordon's fisherman in a slicker for all I care.
The district meeting, and we said Friday the 8th next week for the budget hearing. Let us know if you have a problem with that. And then we would do the special district meeting on May 7th, which is a Saturday.
I don't know if you want to write it down for later. There is a question from online that asks, have we found out if recently registered voters in Croydon can take part in the vote? So I don't know if you want to answer that now or
Yes, they
later,
can.
but.
They can.
They can.
Newly
So,
registered voters?
yes, as long as they're registered and the checklist is updated by the day of the meeting, anybody that is on that checklist on the day of the meeting that has been updated is
said that it's her recollection that they're not, actually, the supervisors of the checklist are not meeting, and this is at the end of May. And therefore, any newly registered voters will not be able to participate in this vote because the supervisors of the checklist.
Yes, but part of the requirements for the special meeting is that the checklist,
Be there?
Be corrected,
Well, if
not
there were a
updated.
mistake in the checklist at the original district meeting, they would need to be corrected.
Like if somebody moved out of town or died or whatever, they have to be removed from the checklist.
and this is
I'm
not,
siding with
this is
you
not
on
the
this.
impression that I got when
I
I
have to talk.
talked with the lawyer last night, so.
He didn't give a definitive answer. I called the Secretary of State today, maybe other people, I'm sure lots of people have called the Secretary of State about this, and they said it's the supervisor of the checklist decision, actually. I mean,
We
it's,
know where that's gonna
there's
go.
something.
We should push them off then, so they can do the checklist.
We can
Okay, well,
petition them to
I don't know how it works.
correct or amend.
They're not going to help us, I can tell you that. We're gonna have to figure this out on our own, so I'll call them again tomorrow and find out what we need to do with the state. Because I've been in touch with them several times, as has Christie, as have you by the sound, and every time you get a different answer, I'm gonna make sure that they know that we're getting very conflicting information, and it's very important that we have the right information. So I'll ask to speak to somebody
Question in the
else.
back.
Yeah, so some of us are in town and we have registered to vote. I think that the checklist supervisors need to meet sooner. It's not our fault that they are not meeting for a month. That's absurd.
So I think we're just gonna have to talk to them. I don't think we're gonna get an answer right now.
The meeting on the 6:30,
I'm sorry?
6:30.
We said 6:30 for the budget hearing?
We did, it's good.
At the town hall.
Here, yeah.
And the 7th is okay? May 7th? District hearing?
Canceling that in
Yep, and we said 9 o'clock in the morning
9 a.m.
for the 7th.
Saturday.
Yep.
I mean, it's an interesting question for us too, is when our next board meeting is gonna be to go to our original board meeting, which is, I mean, it's just business as usual until
Right.
then.
It was the second, was it the second Tuesday we were doing? No, it was the third.
Third Tuesday.
Should we keep one on for, I mean, I feel like we should maybe meet every week, or is it?
But we don't- No, it's just business as usual until this happens, I think, right? Would you guys agree with that?
So the one thing you have to be mindful of is that by April 15th, you have to deal with the renomination of employees list. If you do not, people automatically accrue rights under RSA. You have to decide on whether you are renominating and employing your employees by April 15th, or you have to notify them that that decision is being delayed or they are being non-renewed.
Okay, but we won't know until after the district
So we
meeting,
have to notify them of the decision.
so it's gonna be a delay.
I am not totally sure on that. The 15th, I know, is a statutory day.
That's April 15th, is that what we?
Right, so we would delay, send them a letter.
You can do a letter of intent, but there's no guarantee of a budget for them, so
Right.
you can't.
Exactly, right. You
So,
can't promise money that hasn't been
right,
appropriated, right?
so.
You have to give them notifications.
So, the consensus is here amongst us that we need to give them, everyone needs to be notified that they're, that we are delaying that date until after the budget vote on May 7th. Okay, we can do that. But the April 15th date is,
I'm sorry, so, and who is supposed to do that?
well, the board is supposed to make those decisions, but I will write those letters on behalf of the board and send them out if that's what you direct me to do.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. are there any supervisors here?
We're here.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, thank you. Do you know the answer to the
I do
question?
not, I've been duly elected, I've been sworn in. I haven't got my credentials yet.
Okay.
I haven't even-
Okay.
I-
Okay, all right. Are Jan and Jane on with you? Do you know?
No.
Jan?
I don't think Jane is a supervisor anymore.
Jane stepped down.
So who sits on the, who is with you as supervisors of the checklist? Sue,
Sue,
Cassie. So Cassie,
you know what they
Sue Marco.
Yeah.
And Cassie Pesci. And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Williamson. I was written in and, yeah.
Well, we appreciate your service, thank you for coming.
Right.
So this meeting is gonna continue now. Is the board and Beth are gonna go into a non-public so we can talk about some staffing things. And then we're gonna come out and present the budget and vote on it. And then after that, we will have public comment.
Can I ask one more question about the special meeting before you do that? At the last two meetings, there were a couple of comments about us needing to resubmit a new updated petition.
I know I'm not the only one remembering.
Yeah,
No.
so is that true?
No, we do not have to-
So
we
we
do-
just wanted to clarify,
No.
because you said you need another 50 people to sign on to another petition that you give us with updated language, so.
No,
We didn't hear this when we talked to the lawyer.
no, no, we're good.
We were wondering about it, okay, great.
That warrant will be written exactly as you wrote it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are we posting the meeting minutes of the school board? Because I looked on the school website and the last one's from January. And I believe they have to be posted within, 72 hours of the meeting or something like that, so.
So I
I mean, I just
don't,
wanna keep up with what's going on.
sure, I don't post them, so I don't know how that,
Who posts them?
sure, I think Nicole's been posting them?
Posting what?
The minutes from our board meetings?
I haven't received any final draft minutes to post.
Well, and then we just voted on the last two, so.
Didn't you guys vote in a secretary for the board at the last week?
We did, this has been, a strange time, so work with us.
Tom, we'll make sure those are posted.
Yeah, just because,
Yep.
after non-publics and things like that, I'd like to know
Yeah.
exactly what's said or what's voted on.
We'll do it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Actually, Aaron, I need January's final draft as well.
Okay.
All right, so I am gonna move, we're gonna go into the back office for our non-public. So I'm gonna move that we go into non-public, sorry, I don't have the language with me, give me a second.
Is this to meet with a lawyer?
No, it's to talk about staffing for the budget. This is what we have to do.
I'm just wondering if they had.
Like, not for faith, like, just so you can do what you want, that is here.
Sorry.
So I don't think, Jody, I don't think you can do a non-public to talk about staffing. You could,
About the, I'm
You-
pulling up the language, right?
yeah, you have to talk about the compensation, the employment, or whatever
Exactly, that is
of an
exactly.
individual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is absolutely correct. That is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna move that we go into non-public under RSA 91A:3, Roman numeral 2, letter A, which is the dismissal, promotion, or compensation of any public employee, which covers it. So that's what we're gonna do.
I'll second.
Thank you. So then we do a roll call to go in, Jody, Underwood. All right, so we're going in, so we're
Gotta go.
non-public at 7:05. Roll call. All right, so Jody Underwood, aye.
Aye.
So we we will